We're on the topic of gardens here. We're back at it. As many of you know, last fall I left you a video with putting in this kind of rock, these big block concrete rocks that are made to try to shore up my one side of my wife's garden, which was just giving my bride a lot of headache with water and drainage. So here we are, it's springtime. This is about a month ago. We ran some drain tile on the inside of the retaining wall block, and then we basically got it up against the edge, got it into the creek, which is man-made. It's a little drainage creek here on the other side of this road. And then we got the new garden in place. Now, this has been our garden for, 15 years. And for 15 years, if she gets a wet spring, about half of this bottom of this garden, because of the wet clay, just doesn't drain, and it chokes and kills things. So I've been trying to figure out a way to make a retaining wall with, like blocks that you'd buy at Home Depot or something, and get the garden up. Well, as many of you know, come fall last year, I had an opportunity to grab these great big blocks, and they're big enough and strong enough where if I only did a layer, I could gain almost 2 feet at the one end of the garden, which would give me enough room to drain tile it, and give me enough room to get some black dirt on top of the clay, which, yes, I know will eventually mix together, but at the beginning it'll be something to work with, which is good. So the bottom of the garden got a 24-inch lift. The top of that side of the garden got maybe a 2-inch lift. But here it is with the drain tile in place. It's 100 feet of socked drain tile. That's because I don't want to put a lot of rock up against it, so I'm using the sock to still let the water in it. I went part way up the other side because I had a little extra, and it really went in place quite nicely. The wall, as you can see, is not moved at all winter with the frost and the heaves and all that crap, which is great. So then in comes the black dirt. Where you buy black dirt from, folks, is a horse apiece. I got this nice guy down the road. He's got a trucking company, does some construction work, and he was willing to haul me up like 12 loads of black dirt. I wouldn't have thought this would have taken 12 loads to fill this thing up, but it really did take 12 loads to fill this thing up, folks. So, believe it or not, there's almost as much cost in dirt as there was in the fact that I needed those, 20-some blocks to build this wall up. And then, of course, kick the skid in high gear, put the ride control on there and run all the dirt down to the garden because I didn't want to wreck my lawn with the, big heavy trucks on it. So we did a little bit of moving the dirt. It really didn't take me long, though. I started one afternoon, I finished the next day at noon, and, I kind of leveled it out the best I could. And then we sat on it for about a month and let the spring rains kind of hit it. We had some cold weather come through, we had a bunch of rains come through, and I just wanted it to flatten and settle it out. So I purposely didn't really smooth it at this point because I knew there'd be sinkage. I wanted to come back and smooth it once I knew I was ready for planting and stuff with her. So at this point, I'm kind of plowing ahead with it. I'm just getting the loads in place. Once I get the loads in place, it was kind of let it sit. That's the best way I can describe it. And of course, I wanted to see if it was going to drain. I wanted to see if the drain tile would catch water and actually move it out and it wouldn't flood. We got about, maybe 1.5 to 2 inches of rain about a week after I put this in. And by gosh, we could go right down along the wall and go down about 3-4 inches, and there was no puddling. It was awfully nice not to have any puddling. I got to tell you, folks, that was fantastic. Going and not having any puddling just made all the difference in the world. So far it's worked great. Now the next thing is, can we grow anything in it? As you can see here, we get her done. It's flattening out at this point. We've got the road to the south of this wall now completed. I put new gravel on it, brought it back up to where it needed to be because it was also washing out. You can't tell that I hardly even, messed with it at this point, which is great. So now we advance to where we are today. Today, we have put the garden in about maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's starting to really flourish. It's got manure on top of the dirt now at this point. It's been smoothed out the best I can do it, and it's starting to grow things. So here we are. It's about the 9th of June or so here, and the garden has been in since Memorial Weekend, so it's had maybe 14 days of growth on it. You can start to see how the garden looks here from the aerial view, and you can see the nice white border edge wall there. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally have this in place. You know, we've lived on this farm since '08. We've owned it since 2005, and it's just been, you know, a work to get it to where we wanted it to. And this garden got put in right away in '08, and we realized the problem in '09. By 2010, we said, look, we're just going to have to live with it for a while. Well, here we are, 2026, and we're no longer having to live with the swamp back here. It's great. I love it. I'd highly recommend, if you're a little bit low, certainly you can do raised planter beds and deal with all that, but this is too big of an area for it. I'd highly recommend you get yourself a retaining blocks and build it up. Now, one thing you'll notice is missing on this, there's no fabric down. You know I'm a fabric lover. I put a lot of fabric down, especially back in this back area where we do melons and stuff. The reason I didn't put my fabric down is because my fabric lasts about 3 years, my woven fabric, and then I got to take it out and replace it. Did not want to do that without this having gone through at least a full set of 4 seasons. Being this only really gone through spring, which is 1 season, I want to make sure it goes through 4 seasons, settles, maybe even a little top coat if I have to with manure or black dirt, and then I'll put the poly on, so to speak, the woven plastic fabric to keep the weeds down. So we are going through it this year with weeds. That is a reality. But, you know, we've got these wonderful things called children, and they make these devices called hoes, and we will defend ourselves against it. But you can see if you get real close and look at the TV, you can see there's lots and lots and lots of melon plants and an edge row there of beans right towards the edge there, and that's like a pinto bean row. And it's growing rather nicely. There's 2 sprinklers in it because it has been dry since that big rain I was talking about. And again, everything is going well. I'm very, very, very pleased with how this is holding up. You can see we put the T-post back in. We had to run the electric to keep the deer and the little rabbits out of it. But, you know, that's life out here in kind of north central Minnesota. It's just the way it is. But our growing season is just starting. We've got a good 90 days to get most things grown out here right now before it gets cooler in the fall. And we're very, very pleased with how this wall is doing, how it filled with the drain tile, and how it's running, and how the earth right now is much more level. Perfectly level, no. There's still a slope to it, but it's literally less than 5 degrees, which means we're not getting washout, we're not getting ruts in it, and by gosh, we don't got that retained water 8 to 10 feet up from the bottom of the road, which was just an absolute mess. And of course, the road got fixed too. Bonus on all ends, folks. This is kind of a blessing. My wife's been waiting for it for a long time. I'm glad to give my bride this gift this year. And, you know, in a year or two, you'll probably see me put the fabric back down on it. We'll make the thing, you know, less weedy, and it'll really produce. Trust me of that. I think this is going to be a good addition to our garden, folks. As always, I appreciate you watching and liking our videos, interacting with us with the comments and stuff. You got any ideas like this, or have you had success with this? Let me know in the links in the comments below. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2026 garden, just like we're trying to do this year.